The legendary judoka Anton Geesink from the Netherlands was an outstanding figure in the world of judo. In addition to having tremendous strength, being 198 centimeters tall and weighing 120 kilograms, Geesink was also a superbly trained and very technical wrestler. Anton Geesink became the first non-Japanese to win a world title. He is also one of only 2 non-Japanese to achieve the 10th dan in judo. However, Anton Geesink is most remembered for his victory that shocked the world when he won the gold medal at the 1964 Tokyo Olympics. Geesink was born in 1934 in the Dutch city of Utrecht. His family was poor, and he went to work as a laborer on a construction site as early as the age of 12. Geesink started judo at the age of 14 and quickly began to progress, participating in his first European Championships in 1951 at the age of 17. He won a silver medal. The following year, he became European champion for the first time. By the time he retired in 1967, he had won a total of 21 European titles, a record that is unlikely to be broken. At the World Championships, Geesink made his breakthrough in Paris in 1961 when he defeated the reigning Japanese champion Koji Son. With this victory, he interrupted the dominance of the Japanese in judo, who by then had won all the world titles. But in 1964, Geesink dealt the Japanese an even bigger blow. That year, judo was included in the Olympic Games for the first time, and given that the Olympic Games were held in Japan, the birthplace of judo, it inevitably meant a lot of interest in the sport, and many local fans naturally expected their athletes to win gold medals in all weight categories, including the absolute category in which Geesink competed. In this category, Japan was represented by Akio Kaminega, who had won silver at the 1958 World Championships and was the favorite to win the games. Kaminega and Geesink met in the second bout of the tournament, which was unexpectedly won by Geesink by decision. However, Kaminega still reached the semifinals, where he defeated German Klaus Glan in a tough fight. Anton Geesink's semifinal was a complete contrast to Kaminega and Glan's bout. Geesink fought against Australian Theodore Baranowskis and defeated him in just 12 seconds. As a result, the Dutchman met the Japanese once again, but in the final. For 9 minutes of the bout, there was no advantage on either side. The atmosphere was tense and waiting, but then Kaminega started to attack, but his Dutch opponent counterattacked and threw the Japanese to the ground. A couple seconds later, the referee counted the ippon and Geesink won. It was the first gold medal of these Olympic Games, but to the surprise of many, it was won not by a Japanese, but by a European, Anton Geesink from the Netherlands. The Japanese were upset, but Geesink's victory significantly changed the future of judo. The 1964 Olympic Games were the first to be broadcast live, and the image of the giant Geesink towering over his opponent Akio Kaminega went around the world. This moment was not only good for the Dutch sport, but for judo as a whole. After all, without Anton Geesink's victory, judo may not have become such a popular international sport. After winning the 1965 World Championships and winning the last European title in 1967, at the age of 33, Geesink gave up judo competition and retired. After retirement, Geesink competed in pro wrestling for a time, starred in a movie playing the role of Samson, and became a well-known administrator in his sport. The use of blue and white judo kimonos to make it easier for spectators to distinguish athletes was his idea. In 1987, Anton Geesink was accepted into the International Olympic Committee, and 10 years later he became part of a select group of judokas who received the highest rank in judo, the 10th dan. In total, during his competitive career, Anton Geesink became Olympic champion once, world champion 3 times, European champion 21 times, and Dutch champion many times. He also won the Dutch Greco-Roman Wrestling Championships 3 times.
Perfect.